What's up YouTube? So just a quick video on how to repair your tire or plug it if you have a flat. So I just got this sheet metal screw in my tire, is leaking. And first off, what you need is you need one of these. Okay, it comes in a kit. I'm not recommending any brands, but Slime basically comes with everything. A pretty decent kit. This one's the Pro Series. It just has aluminum handle. I wouldn't say that this is any stronger. This is what's critical in my opinion. They make ones for your drill. I'll plug that so you can see what that looks like and the different available options. But what ends up happening is they usually bend around the shank here, and it might be a good idea to get a shorter one versus this long shank. So it might be better to get the cheaper one. But to combat having this bend and whatnot, what you need to do is, instead of using this reamer that it comes with, just get a drill bit. This one's 0.2, so it's a number drill bit. As long as it's within like 0.180, so 180, and under 1/4 of an inch, you'll be fine. I recommend 0.2 or somewhere around there. Just so that way it doesn't take out too much and you have a little bit of bite, but it's not too small where you're going to have problems getting your plug in. I recommend not getting the black ones. I recommend getting the brown style ones, which I have right here. I recommend these. These are a little softer. They feel softer. These are kind of hard, which has me think that they won't actually plug as good. I mean, right now you see no leaks, but I recommend these just because they're a little softer, so they kind of fill in the voids. And I'm thinking that the softer ones will be good when this rubber starts moving around on the road. But we'll see how long these last. They should last hopefully as long as these, which once you put one of these brown ones in, I never have a leak. But this came with the kit, that's why I tried it out. And then I recommend this vulcanizing cement, which is what helps install your plug. So it's like a liquid. Okay, highly recommend this stuff. So I'm not going to really show you how to do it since I already did it. This was an afterthought, but I'll show you the process that I did to make this stuff work. So one thing you want to do is that little slit right there. You probably want to put a screwdriver in there, like a flat head or a flat blade, and twist your flat blade as you put one of these plugs in between that slot right there. And the reason for that is because if you just try to force it in there, it's kind of hard to. So after you put a flat head in there, open that up and slide your little brown plug in between, right in the middle. So half on this side, half on that side. What you want to do is take your rubber cement and put it around the hole, put it all over this, because what that's going to do is allow it to slide in a lot easier and you won't have to fight the rubber as much. And then once you push this, I hold this out of the way, but once you push this thing down to get this far enough in, what you want to do is you're going to have to push some pressure on it. I recommend trying to keep this aired up still, so don't let too much air go out of it because you'll be fighting it. So make sure at least it has at least 20 to 30 psi in there, just so that way when you're pushing down on this, it doesn't flatten your tire as you're pressing in. If all the air comes out, no problem. I mean, you could still do it. This one went flat when I had to do it, but I basically pressed this all the way down, turned it about 1/4, and then pulled up on it to get it out. And then that's the result of the plug. And then you're just going to want to take any cutters, you cut it flush, and then your seal's all done. It's already patched up, aired up to the proper PSI that your tire calls out for, which you should be able to find on the tread fairly easily. PSI, so this one can air up to 49 PSI. I don't air it up to the max just because when it's raining, you probably don't want it super hard So I usually try to put about 40 psi in it, just because that'll give me good fuel economy. It's also good for the winter, just in case you know, your air condenses inside and your psi drops. But it's not hard where your tires will spin, but it'll have enough air to actually give you better fuel economy, so that way your tires are also not running flat, creating too much friction on the road. So if you don't want to go through the process of removing your tire like I did with the floor jack, if you make sure the rotation of your tire is about right here, you should be able to come in from the side like that and do it. The only thing is, you got to work fast, because if you don't, your tire might lose a lot of air, and then your rim might be, you know, smashed down on the cement or the pavement before you get the plug in. So if you decide that you want to do it while it's still mounted without using a floor jack, just be fast. I recommend at least using a floor jack of some sort to at least get the weight off your tire, so that way it doesn't release the air super fast and you don't run the risk of damaging your rim with it deflating to the point where it touches the pavement. And then if it does touch the pavement, you run the risk of your tire coming off the bead. So when you go to air it up, what ends up happening is all the air might escape from the side of the bead, not allowing your tire to air up fast enough. And you might have to take it to a tire shop, so that way they could blow the bead out real quick. Because if you don't have a fast enough compressor with a lot of psi, you won't be able to get the bead to pop open. So keep that in mind. You run the risk of the bead coming off the rim and you not being able to fill it up at your house. So that's going to complete today's video. If it helps you out, give it a thumbs up. If you like this video, definitely consider subscribing. Until next time, I'll see y'all in the next one. Thanks for watching.